And your dad was also the first person to like bring you to a rave.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, that's kind of remarkable to have like your parents not just like support what you do, but they actively encouraged you to go in this direction.
for
Um,
sure, for
what
sure.
was that like as a kid, like having somebody that was so into dance music that it like became a part of you?
Well, I would say like I didn't really respect it until he took me to my first rave. Like,
Mm,
I liked all like the Matrix and the Mortal Kombat movie music stuff, and that was fun. But like my brother was the first person to really introduce me into music because he was so big into playing the guitar, and he taught me
right.
how to play the guitar when I was 8. And I was really into like classic rock for a long time. So I used to think the stuff my dad listens to was like, oh, that's lame, like it's not cool. Like it's a weird because usually the dad listens to classic rock and like the
Right. That's what I was
kids
gonna
don't.
say.
Like it's like so it was like reverse, and my brother got me into that. And then it was like that big wave hit when NWA hit, like in LA, and it was just like 2000s. It was like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dre, like it was all the West Coast like hip
Yeah.
hop, like Bone Thugs, and like we kind of like started getting more into hip hop and stuff. And like I was just like only listening to hip hop for a long time after that. And then yeah, it wasn't like until I turned 15 when my dad bought this DJ controller, which I still have, which is funny. Um,
Are you serious?
he bought this little M Audio controller,
Yeah.
and he started trying to use it himself, but he never really got around to it. It was just laying around, and I was like always very interested in trying to learn every instrument that I can. So I like
Right.
picked it up one day. I was like, Dad, what is this? And he was like, oh, this is like a DJ thing. And I was like, this? There's no like turntable. I always used to think DJs had to have like the turntables and stuff, and it
Right.
was like just this little 2-track controller that plugged into your computer, and it run the program Torque, and it was like this thing that was like I don't know, like
Man,
before
that's a
Tractor.
throwback. That's a throwback.
It's super throwback, and I was just sitting there like playing around with it for a while, and then I had all my dad's like super housey old school tracks that it would be ripped. It would just be labeled like track 1 through 10. It wouldn't even have any labels. No, I didn't know any of the artists.
You
I
had
was
no
just
idea what you were playing.
no idea, but I was throwing it in, and then I was taking stuff like that my other family like I would take like the Black Eyed Peas track and then throw it in there and just start mixing the two together without really knowing what I was doing. I was like syncing the two, like taking the bass out of one because I thought it was like too bass heavy. And then like I started recording these mashups and like doing of these like old tracks that I didn't even know that was from Carl Cox back in the day, and then mixing them with like Black Eyed Peas and like all this other like poppy type of stuff that was like I don't know. It was like I wanted just stuff to like DJ for my friends and like for parties and stuff. So it was like very interesting.